What up? My name is Scar, the Chief Strategic Officer of TeePureLive.com. Welcome to today's recap. Some say if I play a little music on the recap, YouTube might take it down. I'll take a little chance. I'm feeling a little risky today. Maybe because I didn't really plan the earnings, because there wasn't much that I wanted to play. We're getting through the bulk of earnings season, and we're heading into a jobs report tomorrow where it could really go either which way, even though the markets are kind of hanging around. I think a lot of people have had a good 2 weeks, netted a lot of money. It's been a good active sequence, so no reason to be taking a big position long or short. You have some leftover longs, which I have a few leftover longs, not a lot, and I have a few little hedges on by shorting some premium higher, just in case we gap up. I'll make some money long. If we gap down, I have a few hedges on, and then we'll figure out where we hold. But I'm not going to ruin the last few weeks of this active sequence by throwing what against the wall, because we don't throw sugar honey ice. What's sugar honey iced tea against the wall? Anyway. Alright, so let's take it down. Just like that. Music's off. Feels different, right? Anyway, little inside. Ooh, Alexa's being frisky. Alexa off. Anyway, what are these? This is the SPYs. Really nice active sequence. Trending higher. It's been going for a bunch of time now. Lots of little rotation from being in the banks when Citi and Goldman came out. That was the first leg of the move. And then you had Micron and that leg of the move with the semis, and then they couldn't sell off AMD yesterday and rallied today, and then you had Apple acting well with Amazon, and that's giving continuation, and then they didn't break Meta, and then Google rallied, and SPYs and the Qs and this and that and ARC, and a lot of things happening. You gotta Anyway, at this point, we gotta settle down. So here we are, little inside day. On top of a move, we have resistance. We have which is 415.67. We have support. We have the 200-day, and then we have like your overthrow move, which is right there. If you want to really take a look at it. So this is this is your bigger picture look. This is your really close up look, I guess you could say that. And then if you want to go with the weekly look, it's a whole nother story. The weekly look is getting close. Another inflection point, right? Coming right into this 415, 416-ish. So everyone's like, where's the next level? I'm like, well, you remember this 4220-ish was a spot. So is there another quadrant higher? Maybe. Maybe. This is probably what I feel like is left for the summer. Is it worth playing? If you're fast, like we are, we can play it. But just so you know, there is some more room there. You've had 3 weekly moves here above this spot here, which was 390 if you remember. I did get down to one tier of my wife's blood in the street account. If we happen to get here fast, I might take her to cash and just keep my 401k and 529 everything going, and we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's the weekly look. Somebody asked me for the weekly look, and there it is. So really, feels like this 425 is big resistance. Anyway, I'm not really in the camp that we're going to be back to 479 or the highs of the year. This year, it'll happen some year, but anyway, we'll figure it out. Let's go back to the dailies, because that's how we live our life. We look at the weeklies here and there, but the dailies is where we live our life. So let's go back to the daily. That's the daily. So I figure, into here I was really short the SPYs and I had a way out of it, but I've also been long 10, 12 positions where I'm making my money. But we'll see. Qs. What is this spot? Some people are asking me. That's 327. Qs have been really good. Tech has been really good. I like it when tech leads. I make good money when tech leads. I feel like I could have done better, during this move. I'm not going to beat myself up, but I'm back to almost the highs of the year. Red Dog finally is back to the highs of the year. I've had a good week, so I'm happy with that. Every time I get back to the highs of the week, I get or the year, I get a little leg sweep. So I'm trying to make sure I don't get a leg sweep moving into tomorrow. I don't want it. I don't want it. What movie was it? It could be no rematch. Don't want one. Don't want one. That was Apollo and Rocky 1 when they went the distance. So let's go the distance. Yeah. Anyway. Arc. Who goes there? Arc was pretty good. That's not Arc. Little doji style today, which means you better have sold some strength. I did sell my options because they expire tomorrow. They were really good. Still in some stock, considering I still think there's some room, but I'm smaller. Got above 50.04, went to 51.13, almost at my target. Took off half of the power play, but I'm just going to try and stay with it a little bit. If you look here on the weekly, you know, still some room here actually. We're almost here. 159. It's such a big deal that ARC is almost at 53. It's not even there yet. But we'll see. Been talking about it for a while. I've stayed with it for a while, so hopefully made some money. XBI also. Here's the weekly. I'm in some. Bought some back 2 days ago. Traded through here, which is nice. So what's next on the XBI, I guess?
The estimate on velocity was 54 cents.
I haven't looked at the weekly in a while. Yeah, 90s. Nice bull flag here. So sometimes it's good to look at the weekly. It relaxes you, you know. Do you know? And if you look at what happened here before that. Anyway, go back to the dailies. That's where we live. So what do I have cooking for tomorrow? It's a nice move right there. I'm in Google. Hanging in here. Ooh, look how juicy that looks. The longer it stays in there, the higher the probability it takes this out and we get a nice move to 122. I'd like to see that happen. I'm in options and stock. I don't know how I got stopped out of Apple today, but I got stopped out of Apple. I guess I made a new low at some point today, but let's see. When did Apple make a new low in the day? Let's go to the intraday. Here's move up. Right here. I put a stop in here. I left around lunchtime, and then it went through there to here, and then it came up. I like to put stops into lows of the day because you never know if a low in the day is going to turn into a much bigger low, and this one didn't. I guess I could have given it more room because I've been in it for all week, but it's fine. To me, I have no FOMO here. It's just trending, and whatever I miss, I'll find or I will do again. Amazon, I did sell into strength. What a nice move in Amazon. You know, I bought, I added, I sold. I just wanted to take some off. I'm allowed to take some off. You know, big jobs number tomorrow. Some traders take no longs or shorts into a jobs number, but I feel like I've been massaging positions, trying to have some kind of portfolio approach. So, you know, I'm not going to just get out of the way because I have some shorts and longs and we'll figure it out. Tesla, I traded my call spread. Couldn't quite hold 935. Went to 940.50. Some guys faded it when it didn't hold 935. I just sold a little extra calls and managed my call spread, and I'm still would rather it higher than lower tomorrow. We'll see. It's up a little bit right now. We'll see. I put a tighter call spread on because to me it doesn't feel like we're going to be just blasting off.
This CEO says for 2024, company sees adjusted EBITDA of $1 billion.
Lift is out.
And free cash flow of $700 million. That's leaving Yankee Tango.
What was today's low? 9:15. 9:15. Steven is my name.
There's a lift. Right now moving Back towards the highs, $18 on.
By the way, Penn gave you a way to sell your leftover options, gave you a way to sell the stock. Some people are like, oh my God, Penn's horrible. I'm like, why is Penn horrible? Penn pushed through 37.15, made a high and came back below. After a big move, we bought it here. Lots of ways to maneuver it. I don't care what you think here, but there was ways to do it. Right? Started here, went up. Right? When this happened, you should have been out of the way. Portnoy is not a good guy. But anyway, I'm not going to say anything bad. Done. Bam. It's a story there. Out of it. Made good money. AMC made really good money also. From here, we bought it. Bought the stock, bought the options. Sold a little stock and options. Sold a little stock and options. Sold most of the options and said, hey, let me go up a little bit and not risk the premium. And now it seems like AMC wasn't enough. It's down $1. So the lotto calls I put on at the end of the day, who cares? You lose a little bit, but I made the nuts and bolts of most of it. Sorry, Joey. Happens. AMD held where we said it should hold yesterday. Held 94, and then boom. A lot of guys made a lot of money. If you did, congratulations. NVIDIA followed, went green yesterday while AMD wasn't even green, so that gave you some clues you can go higher. Congratulations if you're there. ON seems like the best semiconductor chart out there. If we are going to continue higher, this is one that I feel like we'll be taking out this 71 at some particular point. We'll see when that is. Soon enough, it seems like. We don't see a lot of charts like this. I did get stopped out of some story stock, but my friends got me back in today. Phase with this candle. At some point, maybe it gets about 15 and goes. Nice candle today. So I got back into this and feel like, wait, I thought you got out. Well, I did get out. I got stopped out here and I bought it back. And we'll see if we hang out in here a little bit before taking that out. Some guys like, Red Talk MBIO at 2 days in a row. I don't even want to talk about it, but hey, look at that, 2 days in a row. If you bought tier 17 like me down below 60 cents, you made some money there. We'll see how it goes. Again, not a trade, but some people are in it, and hopefully it helped your P&L versus hurt your P&L, which it has done for a while now, as it's come from $3 down. Better than 200 down or 150 down. There are a lot of stocks like that. Some guys like, Red Dog, do you see blue is finally up a little bit? Like, this is the leader of the CAR-T, arena. This was 200 down to like 2. At least MBIO was only, we started talking about it at $3. But anyway, it still broke a bunch of rules. I apologize for that. Uber's been very impressive. Congratulations. Nice candle. Nice multi-day move. I didn't play it. Big gap up. You could have put this here and continued up. Now, Lyft came out today after the close. It's up $1.89. So Lyft also, think about it. I didn't take one Uber for a year and a half, and I've taken 10 Ubers in the last month. I should have played Uber also, using my Peter Lynch method. These things have been kind of bad and a bruise, and now we'll see. Peloton, I'm still in some. After a little bit of a move, came back in, sold some strength, so I bought some back. It's not an over focus. Shouldn't have really done that if it's going to be any good, but whatever. It's Peloton. It's not the Peloton of the past. This is when I bought it, and now we'll see how it deals with this tomorrow. Still in some. That's really it, guys. What are the spies doing after hours? Just kind of hanging around. 4:14. Tomorrow we have the jobs report at 8:30. I think people would like to see like a 175 print. The 175 print would show that we're not falling off a cliff, but the jobs market is slowing down, and the Fed should probably get closer to the end of this cycle. The most bullish thing that people are talking about is the Powell pivot that could be happening in September, but it can only happen if things are getting weaker, and strong stock market doesn't do that. Oh, Meta. Meta to me, had some news with Coin, had some news of an offering, was raising some money, held 154, so I'm in some 175 calls. I have some pretty good some pretty good prints from today, and I think that there's a chance it could meet this spot. If you look at the weekly, it looks like it rallied, but look where it is on the weekly. This thing has been annihilated. So all it did is take back this candle on the weekly, so maybe there is a chance that it retraces a little bit. You know, we did pretty well getting out of the way with this thing. So now maybe there's a little lower level trade and it can get back up to the 183 area. So if it does, we'll make some money. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And if it trades in a way we could trade it intraday, we'll look for setups also besides holding some options into next Friday. And that's it, guys. It's 4:45. It is August 4th. I hope everyone's having a good summer. I hope everyone had a good few weeks because there has been some really good things to do. We've been massaging positions. We've been using a tier system. We're doing everything we can do. What just happened here? Oh, just a misprint. Anyway, and we'll see what happens tomorrow, and we'll try and end the week on a good note because that's what we like to do. We like to end the week on a good note, right? Why wouldn't we? But it takes a little effort, takes a little process, takes a little routine, and it takes execution, and that's what we'll do. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Have a good night tonight, guys.